Hello. What a day to be a farmer. Look at this weather, man. The skies, oh, so good. Still got thermals on though. Out here feeding the pigs. See the group behind me. I've got their feed. I'm just feeding the smaller ones in this paddock. Where are they? The small ones in this paddock. And they are due to go to those two paddocks. Hopefully, ow! Stop biting me. Hopefully in the next week or two we can move them to those two paddocks at the back. This middle one here is left for the weaners, so we just move the huts along, and they're usually in sort of sided. They've got sides until they get big enough to control with a fence. There's no point putting them without fencing. It's a mate. This looks all boggy and muddy, but this is an improvement from last year. So something is improving somewhere in the ground, because last year is way more stodgy. Even with the amount of rain we've had, it was way more stodgy than it is this year, and the pigs aren't digging up as much. There's a little bit of a remnant of last year's hole there, but all this was like divots like that, but they've not done that this time. And also, stop biting my feet, guys. And also, that's a vehicle delivering lunch to businesses around here. Also, along the back there, we've gained probably about, I'd say 5-6 meters of land, because the pigs have have gone through all the brambles that was stopping us from getting to the edge of the fence. So if you think this whole paddock is going all that way, it's about 5 or 6 meters that the pigs have increased for the fields all the way around. If you're an arable farmer, that's a fair bit of ground to gain. So yeah, fun times. I like how we feed our pigs a varied diet. So they'd have the concentrate feed, they'd have fodder beet, as this one is eating now, and brewer's grain every so often, and also waste veg. It's interesting how they eat it differently. Like fodder beet makes them think they sometimes have to hold it down to get a little nibble, or move it around to get to the bit they want to eat, or pick it up and move it elsewhere so they don't get bothered by the others. Whereas if they're eating complete feed, they'll just scoff it as quick as they can, and then look for the next thing. So yeah, I enjoy how this leans into their natural behavioral repertoire. Just at the yard, waiting for a school visit. So this year we started doing school visits as part of a government scheme to try and encourage people that don't have access to sort of the countryside, to see what it's like being in the countryside, see where food comes from, see what farming is. And yeah, I really enjoy it. And we've done 2 so far towards the end of last year, and this will be our 3rd one. And yeah, I think seeing the fascination in children's faces when you walk through the woods, like sometimes we walk through the woods and I said, oh, let's look for acorns, and then pick up an acorn and they say, actually, you know what that tree is? That's an oak tree. It started from this tiny little seed. And yeah, the way they seem so fascinated by it, and also some of the knowledge some of these young people have, it's pretty cool. So yeah, the school turn up. We've got some fencing to do, so Caleb's already up there, so we'll go meet Caleb and yeah, do a little bit of fencing with him. School visit done. I love showing people around the farm, especially school kids or students, because yeah, they're always so keen to see things they've never seen before. And it also gives me a chance to walk around bits of the farm that I don't necessarily walk around daily, because I've got other things to do and chasing my tail doing other things. And yeah, like spotting, because there's an app I use. I show the kids about spotting different plants, mushrooms, knowing their species names, and how the conversation can just go to so many different parts. Some of them have been here before, so like, oh yeah, this field wasn't eaten as much as this. The sheep have moved from there, asking the questions. We did a bit of fencing, so they enjoyed that too. And I think on another level for me, is that, as is well known as is well known and expected, in England there's not many black farmers, and I think it is good for young people, the future generation, to see that farmers that aren't white exist. And if it was to be, we had a group before, and some of the kids were of Asian or black background, and it's good for them to see that actually this is someone that looks like me that's doing a farming job, and it's something that they can do because they've seen someone that looks like them doing the whole thing of you can't be what you can't see. So yeah, for that from that perspective, I definitely enjoy it too. And also in their lives, they probably don't interact with many people that aren't white British, or they don't have anyone like that in their family. So this again is an opportunity for them to experience being around someone that's from Africa, from Kenya, hear different stories of how I grew up and comparing to how they've grown up. And yeah, it just improves their social currency, I'd say. Right, for now, back to the field with Caleb. We can finish extending the fence before we lose the sun. So as you can see, the grass has been getting nibbled nicely. Evidence of pig invasion last year. But there's a lot of grass here as well as water. The sheep are there, goats are behind them. So we're just extending where Rex is. We're going to the right of that bush and going all the way to the corner, and then turning left, giving them sort of essentially doubling up the field or the paddock. And the reason I'm doing that is so that they've got shade. When it rains, they can hide amongst these bushes, because before it was just open and they didn't have anywhere to hide. And it also means that hopefully the goats will stop escaping because they've got bush to nibble on. I say it's escaping, there they are. Really got over. The good thing about this field as well is that, as much as it doesn't look like it's got much grass, when you actually look in there, we've almost got a bit of standing hay, maybe some of these species, and then in there you got a nice bit of grass growth. And with the way hay is quite expensive at the moment, I would definitely rather they had this than nothing. It's not the best quality, but hopefully the more they graze it, the more they chuck manure on it, the better it gets over the years. Look at them straight on the trees, man. How do they know the fence is off? That's Hector and Hugo there. So yeah, we've just allowed them access to this bush, and already Mr. Hector, Chege and Harmony are already getting stuck in. Look at that sun settings. The girls are here as well. Sheep aren't too sure. They've been obeying the rules so well lately. I'm not sure what's going on or what they're planning. But I'd love to see the goats grazing outside. And apart from Cassandra, I've not had any issues with feet. And obviously these lot are native to England, so they're pretty set for these conditions. Job done. Paddock has been doubled. Goes all the way to where the silage bales are, and past where the sheep are, down to that corner where the second gorse bush is, and comes all the way here. They'll enjoy this probably for another week or two, and then we're going to extend to that fence line. What an eventful day already. It's only 10 o'clock, and been back from Abel and Cole getting veg. Today we've got 180 kilos of mixed crates, like mixed veg, 10 kilos of carrots, and 100 kilos of potatoes. Yeah, on the way back, I had one of the trailer tires blew on me on the motorway. I wondered why the trailer was going side to side in the middle lane, going downhill. But yeah, managed to control it and went in the left lane and went steady till I got back home. And then just got some straw. I'm gonna go, and so I can't feed the veg now because the trailer has got a blown tire, so I'm gonna have to wait for that to get fixed. Blah blah blah. Got some straw, so I've got some bacon to slice and drop off on my way to a governor meeting this afternoon. So I'm a governor at Sparshot College, the college I went to way back when. So yeah, hectic day today. Quick check on the sheep and goats after we moved the fence yesterday. See, the sheep have got brave and Rexy, heel got brave and gone beyond the boundary, the old boundary. And when you look at this field from far, you wouldn't think there's such a dip there. Like, I think they're all in the order. I think they are. Rexy, heel. Yeah, they seem to be enjoying it. This wind. If we were on this farm for a long time, I definitely would plant trees all over the place. And put guards on them, obviously, because as you can see, the goats love stripping them. Heel. There they are. Chilling. See if they're notorious broken up. And I said about the shelter, this is a nice little bit they can hide in there. Previous farmer clearly didn't finish his fencing. Rexy, heel. There they are. Notorious lot are in, so happy days. Change of plan. I thought I was going to have time to get in the butchery quick before leaving, but nope. That's not going to happen. Annoying, but I'm going to come butcher when I come back from the governor meeting. But I'm glad I stopped to eat properly, because normally when I'm busy I don't stop to eat and then I end up looking like a matchstick with the wood scraped off. So had a good feed, and now heading to Winchester Sparshot College for the governor meeting. Then on the way back, well, when I get back, I'll get the butchery done that I wanted to do today, which is slicing bacon and making some sausages for our customer. Then hopefully, fingers crossed, I can deliver it tomorrow. But first, I gotta get Rex's food. So I suddenly seem to be a tyre changing expert of late. On my way back from the governor meeting, it's actually the lane going into Sparshot Village. I found some students who had a flat tyre, and initially I started changing it, but I didn't know how to take the caps off the wheel nuts. It's been a while since I've owned a Polo, so quick check on Google, and we saw that you had to have a pin to take the caps off. So I didn't have a pin, so I found my foot trimming scissors, or whatever you want to call them, and that did the job, and did them. Luckily, they weren't done with a socket drill, because I definitely would not have taken it off with that the aluminium wheel wrench that they had. Show them how to do the jack like I was taught by David Janaway. Loosened it up, and it's good to see hatchbacks now have proper spare tires and not those tiny little moped tires that they used to have. Put that on and told them to make sure that the tire's on the right way, because yeah, I've seen some people do it the wrong way before. And then putting the nuts back on, you gotta always go opposite. So start at the top, 12 o'clock, and then down, and then whichever opposite is.
tightened that nicely, and then yeah, we're on our way to go home. It was actually quite a good moment, weirdly, even though I could have done without it. But yeah, I couldn't have left them there because they didn't know how to do it, and I got them involved because that lad said he was a bit cold, so I was he can undo the jack, and yeah, my good deed of the day there.
Oh, changed the plan from yesterday. I was supposed to do butchery when I got back, but I ruined my used up my energy helping those lads and girl with their tyre. But today I've got Mr. Man. Hey, you playing with your favourite toy? He loves that cup. So we've been offered a ton and a half of potatoes waste from not potato waste, but potatoes are going to waste from Abel and Cole. So we're just gonna feed the pigs now quickly with the stuff from yesterday because I didn't get to feed because the tyre blew up yesterday, so I've changed that. Then we're gonna go to Abel and Cole, come back. Hopefully no one will be asleep. Drop them off in the house. Nikki's working because they're quite busy. And I can go in the butchery because we're open this afternoon for customers and prep for the market as well tomorrow in Notting Hill. So another fun day. Veg collected is actually 2 ton instead of 1.5. Mr. Man has woken up. We've also got this guy. Rarely comes in a truck these days, but today I thought I'd give you a little trip out. Huh? Mr. Man? The boys? The boys? No. Did you have a good nap? Did you have a good nap, Mr. Man? High five. Hey. Bit of a tricky start this morning getting to London, but we're here. No gazebo because I didn't bring my truck because I couldn't unhitch it off a trailer that had 2 tons of potatoes. So I just got Nikki's car, but we're here, all set up. Ready. Market is getting good. Back home from London, decent day at the market, pretty steady. What a week! I'm absolutely spent. Day at home tomorrow, farming in the morning, then butchery for most of the day for some orders, and hopefully a bit of family time as well. But that's the week update done. See you next week. Thank you for watching.